The U.S. housing market is entering a dire situation. If we go back before the COVID pandemic, the housing market looked normal. Once the pandemic hit, all of a sudden, the government and central banks flooded the financial market with cheap capital. When cheap capital is available, people run and they start borrowing, and that led to an absolute bonanza in the U.S. housing market. But now we are on the other end of the spectrum. As the Federal Reserve continues to tighten financial conditions and destroy demand, we are seeing mortgage applications fall off a cliff. As we can see, when mortgage applications fall off a cliff, U.S. mortgage lenders start to go broke, as pointed out in Bloomberg this week. According to Nancy Wallace, the chair of the real estate group at Berkeley Haas, the non-banks are poorly capitalized. When the mortgage market tanks, they are in trouble. And here you can see in this graph from the Mortgage Bankers Association that mortgage market is slowing down in a drastic way. And as Bloomberg pointed out, the lender whose loans dropped to 85 cents, those losses can be debilitating. And on top of that, business is broadly plunging. Overall mortgage application volume has plunged by more than 50% this year. Then if we take a look, Charlie Bolillo absolutely destroying the public narrative, stating that U.S. housing affordability is at its lowest level in 33 years, below the July 2006 low, which was the peak of the last housing bubble. Back then, national home prices subsequently fell 25% to their low in December 2011. Today, the price declines have just began. Then Charlie pointed out that existing home sales continue to plummet, down 20% over the last year, and they are at their lowest levels since June of 2020. Following the same pattern as the last housing bubble, affordability collapses, sales plummet, and then prices decline. As we know, affordability is an important part of the market, but ultimately it's not just affordability that's suffering. We are seeing a complete slowdown in the U.S. housing market. But the scary part is that we're actually at the beginning of this crisis, not at the end. The Federal Reserve is in control of financial markets. We've seen asset prices across the world all fall in unison. As the Federal Reserve and other central banks continue to destroy demand, every investor, every homeowner, and everyone in the market looking for a home, they simply keep asking themselves, when will the Fed wave the white flag? Because until the Fed pivots, expect a lot more pain.
Hey you, did you like this video? Great, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and see you next time.